Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? All right, hey, what's going on, Freedomers? So in this live, we're gonna be talking about Sigma male and Alpha male. Well, Sigma male, really Sigma male, me for business, and go to bit.ly bit.ly slash slash book your freedom now to learn how to make money online. But all right, we're gonna get into this. All right, so Sigma male for me in business. So one, you have to make no excuses. This is just my personal experience being a Sigma male. You have to make no excuses because everything is your fault, and that's very even alpha males. Alpha males do that, but Sigma males, alpha males can blame a system. Alpha and that doesn't mean they're victims, but alpha males can be subject to a system. Sigma males, because they create their own system, everything is deeply, deeply, deeply your fault. Because you create everything off of your own time, energy, resources, and money. Everything is your creation. So yeah, everything is your creation, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. And you have to invest in your own mind, your own spirit, your own flow, because everything is your creation, because you don't really follow your own structure, the society structure, which means everything is your fault. You make time. You have to adapt or die, and because you must make no excuses, you must adapt or die. Because, like I said, if it goes back to here, the second point of you of the second point of everything being of your creation, the first point of you doing everything on your own accord, and you're beating to your own drum, being a Sigma male, not an alpha, not an introverted alpha male, not a traditional alpha male. You have to adapt or die. So that goes to the second point. Yeah, the second point is really adapt or die, because you don't really after you make no excuses, you have to adapt or die, because you don't really have second options. Like for me, going to go get a job right now doesn't make sense for me because anymore, because I've chosen my fault, everything I've made with my own hands. So I've this is the point that I'm in my personal life. I have to adapt or die. Um, so that means, second, the only way to grow is change, and change is the only constant. Because I'm going to be living a very nomadic life in the next year. Every growth change is the only. I have to master this now. Change with the way to growth is change, and change is the only constant. That's a very Sigma male thing, because an alpha male is very much about. I'm not saying that they don't change, but they are more rigid than the traditional alpha male is more rigid than the Sigma male, because they are dependent on a system. So systems don't really change unless they completely have to. Um, Three, the only way to survive is staying out of the way. This is something really, really deep for the Sigma male. You have to stay out of the way, because when you get in the way of other people's bullshit, ooh, just caught that. When you stay, ooh, god damn, I just caught that. Mm, 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 mm. If you don't stay out the way, you clog your freedom. And what does that mean? Because a Sigma male is very much about freedom and fierce independence, right? So if you don't stay out the way, you'll intentionally introduce yourself and put yourself in other people's karma. And yeah, he has no plan B, because yeah. So what's the name? His wife may be a alpha female, and he may be a Sigma female. So because that's why he created his own structure via that tax thing. So he been creating his own lane. So When he figured out he was a Sigma male, she may be a Sigma male too. Um, yeah, she may be a Sigma male too, but female, Sigma female, excuse me. I'm not sure. I don't really watch too much of her. She be scamming people, but anyway, um, let other people get their karma. And like and this is something Ajna said that I finally get now. You really gotta step out the way, because if you don't step out the way, and if you don't, no, let me say that right. You have to learn. The only way you survive is staying out of the way. I saw that in a Pisces, like I was reading a tarot card reading, and it clicked. Like, it's funny, Pisces and Sag, and I heard this from a Sag the first time, and I heard it from a Pisces the second time. So the only way to survive is staying out of the way. That is so because remember, if you stay out of the way when it comes to society, you feel me? So that means in your personal life to really grow and thrive, and in business. But this is a lesson I used to fail at. Stay out of the way, because if you don't stay out of the way, you're gonna involve yourself. You're gonna create more problems than you need to, which is gonna limit your freedom. And that's the number one thing for a Sigma male: freedom. So if somebody's going through some hardship and you've been giving them the answer and blah 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 and all this other shit, stay out the way and mind your business. Stay out of the way of all negatives. Listen to your own intuition and trust yourself more than anything else in this world. Because, like I said earlier, because everything is your fault, you have to understand that you have to learn to trust yourself, because you're not going to go trust the system. You're not going to go trust the structure. So because you're not going to go trust a structure, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Some photographers are super successful because they stay out of the way and capture exactly. And that's that. To add to that, some of the like I said, if you want to be a photographer of your own life and capture the best moments, you have to stay out the way. Because if you don't stay out the way, you'll fuck around, and when instead of getting the shot, which is gonna make you thousands and thousands of dollars, you get in the way and you miss the shot because you in the way. So that's a great analogy. Actually, be a photographer of your own life and stay out the way, because you'll fuck around and fuck the scene up because you didn't stay out the way. But that also means to trust it. So usually when you're about to step in the way, your intuition starts kicking in. That's the crazy part. Your intuition says, yo, slow the fuck down. I don't know what the fuck you doing. And that's where I be fucked up, where I be stepping out the way. Or I be stepping in the way sometimes because I wanted to help out. But step out the way. Like, so people and yourself can experience your karma. Sometimes your karma is not anybody else's karma. Step out the way. And then trust yourself more than anybody else in this world. Meaning, like I said yesterday to myself, I choose me. As a Sigma male, that's your affirmation. I choose me. And if you don't choose you, you're gonna have a fucking problem. Because remember, your number one goal is freedom, and that's what funny about my name is. That wow, I really am a Sigma male. Wow, my name is my username is Faithful to wow. That's a clicking today. Wow, that's deep. Faithful to freedom. So that's a Sigma male thing. I'm faithful to my freedom. I'm not faithful to nothing else. So if this relationship hinders me, I will let it go. And people used to take it so personal. People, like when I get really aggressive and I cut people off, they take it they can take it so personal because it's not you. I'm just faithful to my freedom. So, what do you do entrepreneurship? Like, what does a job entail? So for me, then I'm getting to that in 2 seconds. But to that point, I do affiliate marketing because I'm a Sigma male. So, affiliate marketing, I run my own agency, but for the most part, what I'm going to be doing in the future is probably affiliate marketing. So, and so I sell informational products to people. So, you have to be obsessed with creating your own way. So when you're obsessed with getting your own way, basically freedom, and I was doing some research, and it was like you don't have you don't have a prerogative to dominate others, which is true. I'm a very dominant person, but I don't have the prerogative to dominate others because I had to learn in my life, again, stay out the way, and it doesn't. They are gonna do what they're gonna do regardless, whether I feel like it or not. So you're just doing what you have to do, honestly, to be where you want to be in life. Some people are just in the way. Absolutely. Um, Absolutely. And that's one thing I had to agree with myself. Like I have to do what I have to do to get where I want to be because some people that's a fact. Some people are really just in the way, and that it's crazy. My spirit told me that about a person in my life recently that they're in the way, and we remove them out the way because that's one thing. I'm actually collecting like a folder and I'm saving it. You also have to master rejection when you're a Sigma male. Because you don't follow the rules, you have to master rejection. So you have to understand that sometimes God's rejection is man's rejection is God's protection, and there's so many layers to rejection. But you really got to understand sometimes people are really in the way, and God will remove them so you can have your own freedom. Because when you believe that you are the creator of your own universe, rejection will come. So they're very mission orientated people, which is very true for me. Put the mission over people and put your spirit over people. Never do the flip. Never put people over your mission, and never put never put never do these. If you do anything as a Sigma male, never ever ever put people over your spirit or people over your mission. Never ever ever put people over your spirit or people over your mission, because these are the two things that give a Sigma male freedom: their mission and their spirit, not people. And this is something I'm accepting right now. People don't give me freedom. My mission gives me freedom. My spirit gives me freedom. So be useful, and this is another thing for me. I used to say this to my ex best friend all the time: be useful or be nothing. So if I'm not helping you elevate your frequency, like you're not doing the work, if I see like you're just in the way now and you're not doing shit, it bothers me. So I just say fuck this bullshit and I throw you away, or I walk away. Um, but there's always others who are willing to help. Absolutely, and that's actually true. You actually that's actually really that's something I'm accepting. You have no right to dominate others. Um, you just have to dominate yourself. You have to, and that's what in the words of Elliot Hole says it better than I do, but he says uh be influential without words, or change the world without words. So, and what he says is when you're a king, because he says he believes in the book King, and I believe it's King, Magician, Warrior, Lover. He says that the king just be. The king um don't really have to influence somebody to do shit. Just be who you say you are, and people will follow. And that's something I've accepted in my life, that I rather just live my life than me telling you what to do, because people do as people do, not as they say. So um learn from other people. And this is a huge one. I've been pretty mastered at. Sigma males are really good at this. Learn from the mistakes or weaknesses of others and yourself. Avoid unnecessary mistakes because everything falls on you. As I fall more into more in my journey in my entrepreneurship, um, you have to, and this is one thing I'm getting better at: avoiding unnecessary mistakes. Meaning, do your best not to make the same mistake twice. Because you follow no structure, everything is your fault. So if you get into a relationship that sets you back financially, like it puts you in homelessness, that's your fault because you follow no structure. So no, when you follow no structure outside of your own, yes, you may go into a structure and get what you need, but you're not a slave to a structure. So, but you have to. What I've gotten really good at, and that's really helped me in my life, is learn from the weakness of others and yourself. But learning from other people's mistakes and saying, you know what, let me not do that bullshit, and do your best to be the observer instead of the participant. Because when you're the observer instead of the participant, you learn faster. Because when you're always trying to be the participant in somebody else's karma, it fucks your whole life up. And this is what I'm learning because I'm such an action orientated person. I love to participate and I got to learn to step back and be the observer because it's really not my karma. You feel me? So don't share your energy with everybody. They aren't worthy. It's just, and that sounds so harsh in the beginning when you don't get that, but they're not. You have to understand their worth. What are they really worth? That makes you want to share your energy with them, and that means anybody. If you know that they're not worthy to eat at your table, you really gotta accept that because you're the lone wolf. So if you understand you eat better alone than with them, because I mean worth has the word or in it. So if you know either or you're gonna have a choice of it's gonna be me or you. It's not, and if you're in a situation where it's me or you, not me and you, then they're not worthy. If there's always a or between you and them, that's a problem. You have to be with people where it's me and you, and like the meaning there's a plus, there's a positive to the fact that you're with them. If there's no positive with being with them, it's a subtraction or a substitute because or can mean substitution. So, and I have to make a video about that one. Don't impose, do not impose on those who are not willing to listen. And so, and and if they don't respect that, then say for the people in the back, fuck you mean shade. And that's a fact. And if they don't respect that, they need to say it for the people in the back. That's their problem. Cause I even saw a picture with Yandy and Safari, and I watched it 3 times. Cause it hit me so deep. Where Safari is moving on with his life. He has a girl. He's living his life, and his girl, from what I read in the comments, is not fucking with his friend. So he's like, yo, I can't fuck with you like that no more. And one thing when somebody's an or, right? When they say shit like, you used to talk my head off. When Yandy said that, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Because when I enjoy somebody's conversation, they're not talking my head off. If I really enjoy somebody's conversation, I'm like, whoa, that was a mouthful. God damn, I learned a lot. Whew. I feel enthusiastic. I feel real excited. I never say to somebody that's worth my time, they're talking my head off. Never. Because that means if somebody's talking my head off, I don't really value what they're saying. I just see like they're talking a bunch of bullshit. So, he probably knew his worth and he got somebody who really he could fuck with and he's not in pain anymore and he moved on. And she was like, oh, whenever people grow or whatever, whenever things happen, people switch up. I think just friends change, in my opinion. But don't impose your people on people who are not willing to listen. Like I seen that from Feel Good, where you have to really learn if they're not capable or they're not willing to listen. You really have to leave them alone because it goes back to what I said here about stay out the way. Because if you don't stay out, if you fuck around and talking too much to the wrong people, you'll fall in the karma again. The only way to survive is staying out the way. So you have to learn to not to don't impose on those who are not willing to listen because you got to stay out the way. So in marketing, Affiliate marketing is more sigma male and network marketing is more alpha male. So alpha males, like, you have to follow, this is a structure where you get to the top of the pyramid. And both of them are pyramids, but this is not really a pyramid because you're just selling information. This is a pyramid, just like a job, right? But affiliate marketing, you could switch affiliate marketings. You can do a multiple affiliate marketing programs, and a structure. And there's nothing wrong with network marketing. It's great, but again, you got to become an alpha. It's not optional for you to succeed in. And that's why I probably was never really successful in it, because I'm not an alpha. I'm not an extroverted alpha. So what they tell you is that you got to do B2B meetings, you got to be face to face, you got to do networking events. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'd rather build on the internet and make my money. And I do that in every aspect, whether I'm doing astrology or this, right? So, be influential without words. So that means, again, and how I word it is lead with your life, not your lecture. And partially because sigma males are really quiet anyway, like I am. Unless you spark, unless I'm really about that conversation, I ain't really talking to you. I ain't gonna hold you. So lead with your life, not your lecture. So I had to learn, like, lecturing people, because I lecture a whole lot. Lecturing people to death does not mean they're gonna follow you. It just means that bit.ly / book your freedom now. So bit.ly / book your freedom now. See that's some sigma male shit. Real talk. That is some sigma male shit. But anyway, I'm really a sigma male. Wow, that's like life changing. Woo, that gives me so much freedom. Wow, KK, that just clicked like, wow. But anyway, because I heard it before, but now it clicks. And that the learning what type of male you are or female could really change. It is more of a Western concept, but it could really change your life because you can apply it to the arena that you're on. So if you go back to the first video, I put it on my IGTV, it can really help you because you know what type of person you are, how do you fit in the structure. Like, I'm not an omega male, I'm not a beta male. I'm very, very alpha. It's just that I'm introverted alpha. So I don't do shit like the outgoing, I want to make myself known. I don't care for that. I rather attract women than me chasing women. That doesn't mean you don't approach them, but so I don't, it's booking like a consultation with me. So, whether it be personal development, some other stuff that's in there, I forgot. But, and what's the, damn, I think it has a funnel behind that. Or bit.ly for affiliate marketing / book your session about how to make money on Instagram or personal development. Emailing success to learn how to make money online through affiliate marketing. So like I said, it's you have to learn what type of male you are in business. It really could have an immense breakthrough. And partially, and sometimes, what type of male you are now, because it can change, so you can work on it. For me personally, I probably will never become a extroverted alpha male. Probably not. Most likely not. Ever. I'm gonna be a sigma male for the rest of my life. Again, that doesn't mean you're not alpha, but it's just a different type of alpha. This is extroverted, this is introverted. So go to bit.ly / emailing success. To learn how to make money online through affiliate marketing. So emailing success or bit.ly/book your freedom now. That's some real Sigma shit. To learn how to make money online. Both of us how to make money online. Peace.